Good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.
Hey, looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Kimi Räikkönen. Well, that should be interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be quite possibly us versus him for a championship. So, yeah, that's a good one. And also, hello and welcome to the Hungarian Grand Prix in Formula 1 2017. Let's go ahead and get to work. Let's do our voicemail. See where we gotta qualify.
Just letting you know that we've had the team's expectations through for the upcoming qualifying session.
And it's 9th. Look at the red there. It's very intimidating, the Ferrari red as the rival to beat. Alright, this is really shaping up to be quite the final season here in F1 2017. Hungary is a very, very technical, interesting track. Has a lot of the same handling characteristics that Silverstone has. I don't think it's our car's absolute strong suit, but I do believe we can do pretty well here. We are going to have a 5-place penalty this week for changing the gearbox. Actually, this time, actually changing the gearbox. But let's go to qualifying and see what we can do.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting to the next session. So don't push too hard.
You would think I would know exactly what he says by now, but I don't. Alright, let's go ahead and go to track 4 Q1. Balance-wise, the car has a little bit of extra rear instability at this track. The car can be very fast. We turned a time that would be about a P3 qualifying performance in practice. However, there was a lot of instances where I seemed to fight the car. It was very much so on edge. There's a couple turns here that I don't read particularly well, one of them being turn 1, so I need to really focus going down into turn 1. And yeah, there's just a lot of places where you're going to see the back end trying to hang itself out. Just trying to read this turn 1 correctly. It just apexes much later than I expect it to is what catches me out. That was pretty good though, even though I locked up a bit. And this one you want to hold really tight to the inside so that you're set up for the right-hander. You don't want to get your tires in the grass like I did though. I missed that one completely. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to bail on this lap because that's... Can't even get it online, really. That is a very difficult turn. You've got to drive it in there completely blind as to where the apex is. But you got to fight for it. Like, you can't just nurse the car into there because you lose tons of time doing that. You got to fight it in there. But it's not an easy thing to do. Nurse these tires a little bit. This track is particularly hard on tires. I'd actually look over to see if I was recording or not. I am. Good. Alright. We should have enough fuel on board to easily do another lap here. See if I can do a bit better. Luckily, this track is pretty short, so it won't be too hard on us to do this. No lockup this time, but didn't get quite as good a run out, I don't think. I do think a second lap on these tires is going to be slower, but it should be still fast enough to get us through. I think Verstappen's out there on softs even. He's not worried. Boy, I'm really struggling to find my turning point there, aren't I? I was hitting it pretty good in practice. But it is always a little weird because the car changes a lot when we go to qualifying trim. as we get the additional power. And completely drained fuel. It's time on the table there as well. It's a short track, so there's not as much to learn, but what is here is difficult to learn at best. Alright, at 25, that, or 20.5, that should be good enough to get us through. Pretty good, 4th place. 19.2, I was not running anywhere near those times in practice. They certainly picked up the pace. Mercedes looking a little slow here, but they use softs. Alright, let's get right on track for Q2 here. No weather influence this week, which is nice. It's been cloudy, but no rain in the forecast. I don't know why the word rain was so hard for me to think of. And the race itself looks like it should be dry. A nice sunny day. So that'll be nice. Really nail this lap, because we definitely want these tires to have as little wear on them as possible for the race. A lot of focus down into here. Thanks to the hang-ups game. That helps me focus significantly, actually. I thrive on your hang-ups. That was nice. Messy turn 1 has been saved. Let's try and do better right here. That was a little bit better. You can get more than that, though. There's more than that on the table. Bit too much curve there. Shifting early to keep the rear traction through there. That's a dicey turn. Alright, pushed through there very nicely. Focus inside line, get back to the gas as soon as you can. Out to the curb. Yeah, other than turn 1, that was a really good lap for this car. 19.8.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
That should be enough to get us through. We need to find a little bit more time, though, if we're going to find our way to the front 3 spots. Down to P4, as I kind of suspected. Now, things are leveling out. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, pretty close up the top, actually. Massa. Oh, Massa didn't even make it here. Yeah, I don't think our car is particularly awesome at this track. Or maybe he's taking penalties, so he's not really trying that hard. I don't know. But either way, he's not here. So, that's how it's going to be. Alright, Q3. I'm going to jump out on track again. I like to just get my lap out of the way early. Doesn't seem like there's a huge drawback to that here. In real life, I don't think this is the strategy you would go with, but in the video game, it seems to work out okay. Don't need to try and save these tires, but I don't want to get the rears too hot before I start the lap either. I like using that inside curb like that, but I think I got back to the gas a touch too early. I'm alright with washing wide there if I get a good exit, and it did. Now, can I do better here? This is where I want some time. Yikes. That got very loose. I think I clipped the grass to the inside of that left-hander, and it got grass on the left side tires, or at least the left rear. You know, the butt of these cars is so wide now that you can clip the left rear without touching the left front in the grass. Pushed a bit through there. The gas nice and early. Inside, back the gas early. A little bit wide there, but it should give us a really nice exit. And it did. A 19.3, that's the best we've done.
So far. Well done.
There's maybe a touch more in it, but we're getting real close on wear on a lot of the items of the engine. Yeah, things are getting into the 30s. I would rather not push the car too much here. So I think we'll just chill with that. See where it lays us? Where it lands us. Hey, those are the words I was looking for.
Grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
P3.
But before we go, let's quickly remind
that's
ourselves of our top three, who are Vettel, Raikkonen,
Eighth
and
to start, I
Williams.
think.
Goodbye for
I know
now
how to
then,
math.
but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Not great that Vettel is the fastest here. We really need him to... We really need the Ferraris in general to have some rough weeks if we're going to keep up. Seems like we've got Mercedes where we want them, but Ferrari we're still a touch behind, even with those upgrades.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today.
No
He
penalties
starts
for
in pole
Ferrari.
position, edging out Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Bottas, Daniel Ricciardo,
Oh, well.
and Perez, Verstappen,
Was hoping for
and
some
the
luck there, but
Williams,
we'll be starting
Alonso,
P8.
and Nico Hulk.
That's okay.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
You should have some space. Try to keep it tidy. Okay. This is a 50% race, and we are starting on Supers with a predicted 2-stop race from Supers to Softs. I like that. I desperately do not like the medium tire here, and it seems like we have a lot of extra fuel, so that's cool. Fuel is cool. All right, let's do this. I do like that we have the inside here. I think that's going to be good for us. Decent start. Everyone's pretty lockstep right now. Everybody's staying at 3 wide. Inside line prevailed. Hamilton, I want to say he ran into us, but I think we just kind of did a meeting in the middle there.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
That's why I love being to the inside of the track, inside of turn 1, when starting back in the field like that. So much more opportunity presenting itself. If there's one thing I think the F1 2017 career has done for me versus the multiplayer stuff is that I've gotten much better with the starts. I don't know that if I went back to racing with other humans, I would be as aggressive on the starts. But I really enjoy being able to do it here. I do think the computers, the AI coding could use some improvement in their ability to get the cars through lap 1 though. Seems like they still box each other in a bunch and slow each other up a bunch. Hold the bonus here. I mean, we had a car that was faster than the Mercedes, but not faster than the Ferraris here. So that is a factor to keep in mind in the race. You never know, we could have a better race car than we had a qualifying car. We also don't know what strategies they're going to play. And if there's any safety cars or anything like that, you never know. What I'm saying is I'm not going to give up. Podium would be fine, but beating at least one of the Ferraris would be really ideal. Especially Raikkonen, since He's our new rival and all. This is one of those tracks that gives you like eye strain. You gotta concentrate so much.
Be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Trying not to overdrive the car. So I'm a little worried about tire wear on these supers. In fact, I'll be a little worried about tire wear even on the softs. I think the two-stop strategy should make that a little easier. Holding right with Rankkonen so far. Bottas is, which is good for us, if I could stay with Bottas. Little washout right there. Would have cost me quite a bit, because this track is so flowing that one mistake leads to 3 bad corners. See if Bottas has a DRS opportunity here. I don't think he does.
We're running an excess of fuel. Mix 3 is there if you need it. Mix 3.
I'm a little worried about the tires to be going to mix 3 right now, this juncture. That's a hard DRS zone to hit. As you're shifting through the gears, you're just getting back to the throttle. You're actually still turning at the point that DRS starts. Sector 1 seems to be my strong suit. 2 is okay, 3 is where I'm struggling. Stay a bit tidier through here this time. I've really lost the tires there. You can hear them start to scrub real bad. We don't want no scrubs. Stayed in DRS, that's nice.
The distance to the leader is 3.2 seconds.
It's still relatively close.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Wow, Hamilton's very slow. Much slower than Bottas. It's a bit weird. I don't know why that would be. He's on the same tires. Be the section I'm still able to hold touch with these two. Try and do a bit better through here, but it's where the car is very on edge. Very on edge. Yeah. Might be better when we get to the softs. I think it's just overheating these supers a bit too much through the slower sections. Softs might be able to cope with that a bit more.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Struggling there. See much tighter of a line they're holding through there. I'm trying to match that. Ooh, hang up. Well, so much for the rain causing the hang-ups, I guess.
Vettel's leading the race.
is, if we finish 4th, that would be a very, very bad points day for us. Since Vettel is leading the points. Weird as it sounds, we actually need Mercedes to get some speed because we need Mercedes to start taking the fight to Ferrari and let them battle each other a lot. Give us the opportunity to be that odd man out to take advantage. Vettel actually slowed down a bit those last couple laps. Seems like Raikkonen closed in a bit. It's a better turn 1. Yeah, we can see him again. Couldn't even see him for a bit there. Don't mind that. Everything's fine. I like it when the car does that. I really don't. The big slide was purple sector 1.
3.9 seconds.
That's what I mean about the car being super on edge here. It's right on the tippy toes of falling over at all times. But apparently this car runs really fast on tippy toes. I'd be much happier if it would run very fast on flat feet. Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Try some undercuts here. Means we'll run longer on the softs, but I think I'm going to be happier doing that. Looks like some others are following. Hopefully no interference. Doesn't look like there will be. Nobody's in front of me.
Go, go, go.
Alright. Now, I'm going to run rich once I put these tires on. There's going to be some traffic.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
Including Massa. Including the game shoving me onto track right into traffic, of course. Traffic might be the undoing of my strategy here. Let's look how blobbed together they are. I think it was worth a chance, but I'm out of little room, teammate. No team orders on this team. Unless the team orders are to mess with your teammates. More than anything, I was worried about bending the car because it was getting so uncomfortable. Definitely cost me a bunch of time being caught in traffic. Oh, they're still not pitting. That surprised me. That was from a ways back. Alright, if we can clear these cars, considering the leaders still haven't pit, we could still have our advantage yet.
Right, some information on Ricardo. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Just gonna nudge everybody there, I guess. I just know... Ooh, buddy! I know that being stuck behind them is going to cost me any opportunity of a podium, so I gotta go. I'm not gonna wait for you to open the door there. pitting. We're going to see how detrimental this traffic was to us. I think on much of the track we were still running faster.
Alonso is in the pits.
Okay, good. The leaders still have not pit. Hamilton did, and we're well ahead of him. I think Vettel has already pit as well. Oh, shit.
Yellow flag.
I was watching the standings and not the track. What is this yellow flag for? What? He is! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Alright. Well, that changes everything. That changes everything. Now this is a very extremely important point state for me. I have got to...
Raikkonen's just put in a new fastest lap.
I have got to perform at a high level here, try to secure a podium today, and make sure I gain as many points on Vettel as I can. Even though, ultimately, you know, I'd really love to beat
Gap to car in front is 20.2
Raikkonen
seconds.
today, his name, yeah. That's kind of a minor point at this juncture.
We're
I'm
running out of
surprised.
excess of fuel. We can turn up the engine to mix mode 3 if you need it. Turn fuel to rich.
I'm surprised how late they stayed out. I did short pit significantly, but I didn't think they would stay out for that many more laps. But they did. I just really didn't like the supers here. Doesn't mean I'm gonna have to run an extra lap on these tires, at least an extra lap. Maybe two. I think the car is overall happier on them. Even if it doesn't look like it. This has really spread out this race. The varying strategies. Actually, too bad that Vettel pulled off somewhere safe. It could have been big for us. 4 seconds to Bottas.
The gap to teammate is 24.3 seconds.
I wish I had cars around me too. This is one of those tracks I tend to do a little bit better with. Having other cars around. We'll see if I can close the Bottas though. We'll see him, which is nice. That's sector 1 there. Trying to push the car where it's comfortable and not push it too much where I'm not comfortable. Not comfortable with that. Pucker factor high. That's what I was talking about. It's just so on edge. Seems like at any moment the thing just wants to completely lose grip. I do think that was partially caused by me losing track of my line, thanks to, you know, the world freezing for a moment. Slightly distracting thing, the space-time continuum stopping can be. Turns out that has some negative effects on the universe. I will probably still not end up being, if we stay where we are, it still won't be a points leader because Raikkonen will pass us back. But of the two of them, I think Vettel is more significantly the championship contender, even if he is going to lose 25 points today. Well, I think we've been very spoiled this season with races that were just crazy down to the wire. And this one looks like it's going to be a little bit more average F1-like. See how it plays out, I suppose. Bottas is actually doing faster laps than Raikkonen at the moment.
Ocon is pitting.
I was wondering who it was that was still out there. Ocon's gonna single pit this thing. Yeah, I would have considered that strategy if I didn't dislike the mediums so much. It would do us a lot of good if Bottas would get up there and try to take the race win from Raikkonen. Pit stop information.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left. Your pit window will open in 7 laps' time.
Oh, that's not too long. I can do that. Bit worried about Hamilton. I think I've lost some pace. I do have rich mix to use. Quite a bit of it, in fact. Need be. We're turning in some decent sectors now. They are getting close to each other up there. I can't believe I'm pulling for Mercedes. What world is this? Their best lap yet. He's pulled 4 seconds on us though. I think I should have stuck with their strategy. But I don't think. Even with that, we would have had the pace. Try and fight them. Oh, that might be a lap car up there. They might not be that close after all. Consistently the fastest car in Sector 1. Which is probably something to do with the fact the car is so skatey. I think I might be running lower aero than the norm here. I think I'm running like 5.6, 5 front, 6 rear, if I remember correctly.
Caution, caution.
Do this. Bang this in. He's right in the middle of the damn track. He's just sitting there. Still just sitting there. It's kind of an ugly place to be sitting. Maybe he just
Okay, the incident
spun.
has been cleared. Let's
Interesting.
get back up to racing speed. Okay, gap to leader, 9.2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, Bottas did it.
Is 21.5 seconds.
Cool. Rakkonen's now in second. That's really going to make things tight in this championship fight. Still quite a bit of race left to go. I think unless this car really starts to come around as it burns fuel off, by the end of this thing, I'm going to be fighting Hamilton. I don't feel like I have really good race pace. Which should have been obvious. Like, the car was very skatey, it was unpredictable, but it could turn in a really fast lap for qualifying. Yeah, that should be a pretty clear-cut indication that it's not going to be a very good race car. And I do think it has something to do with the chassis balance of the car. I think maybe some weight transfer engineering would be apt.
Our gap to the car in front
So
is
much
9.8 seconds.
of the modern F1 circuit is not this, that I'm okay giving up a little bit of speed at a track like this to be better at the, you know, Tilke dromes. Tilke domes? What do they call it? Tilke drones or Tilke domes? I don't know. Either way, those tracks. You know which ones I'm talking about. Oh, Rakkuten's on mediums. I don't know why that took my brain so long to see. So they went soft, super soft medium. So he may not be pitting again. I don't think I predict that. Very interesting. Yeah, it gets real hard to focus when the field gets this stretched out. I'll be honest. I lose my concentration pretty easily when there's no fight. I really need to start just burning some of the fuel off so the car gets lighter. I'm carrying around extra weight for no reason at this point. I worry about burning the tires up. But not that many laps until the pit stop anywho.
Our gap behind is 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, that was somewhere like 4 seconds last time I checked. So he is closing in. It might actually be good for me though. Have someone to go against. I need a sparring mate. Pit stop information.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. Pit window will open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps.
Opens in 3,
We're
so probably
approaching
pitting in
the
4.
pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I love it when I ask that question, and then as I cross the line, they're like, oh, better give him that pit update. It's as if I know exactly when they're going to give me that update. And I start expecting it. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to be on Rich. I'm worried about abusing those rear tires like that. Definitely starting to show its ugly face. Let me get this fuel down to +2 laps at least, though, and yeah, this is probably hurting my time more than anything. Hamilton's gonna be licking his chops back there. These are the races, though, that championships are won and lost by. It's not the ones where your car is at its best. It's what you can do with what your car is not at its best. I do think there is something else to do with this car that makes it not perform as well here, and that is the driver. As much as I really love this track because it's so old school and, you know, unique to the F1 calendar, I don't think it's one of my better tracks. I struggle to find marks. I struggle to find the right turn-in points and such. Not that I have anything bad to say about it. It's just my own
Okay, gap ahead
abilities
is
falling short.
13.2 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 2.0 seconds.
Well, that stabilized a bit, which is nice. like to make it at least close to as long on tires as he will here, but I think he only pit a lap after us, so that's not the end of the world. Shouldn't be too hard to do. Dicey there.
The pit window has opened. Okay, distance to teammate, 17.4 seconds.
I don't know if he's going to have made it into the points today. Seems like probably not. That was a moment. Paying for it all the way through here.
Information on Palmer. They're retiring from the race. Caution, caution. The virtual safety car is
VSC.
out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
VSC is probably only really going to cost us time here.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
I'm trying. Really wish that would have been a full
Remember the speed limit. We'll be penalized if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you
safety
approach.
car. It's nice that this fell right as our pit stop was falling, though. Hey, power. I think we need to be in the green before we hit the road, or it'll penalize us.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
So we won't really have gained much here. He's in theory still being speed limited there, but
Go now.
if nothing else, we should be coming out into pretty clean track with one car, two cars, and we're gonna come out
Complete. See these tires through to the end now.
next to Massa, who's on supers. Interesting. Came out in front of him though, so that's good. Pretty clean track around us. I need to run pretty good laps though to make sure I don't get undercut. I don't know how that sequence played out, because it's not really an undercut since he hasn't pit yet, but whatever. I just want to make sure that we end up in front at the end of the pit cycle. Let's make that as simple as possible. Seems like a lot of different pit strategies this race. Probably partially what ended up making it the kind of strung out field that it is. Everybody's on a different agenda. Oh, in fact, we'll be racing, in theory, we're racing Ocon for position here. Because I think he's one-stopping. Should be pretty easy on new softs versus older mediums, but it might not be nonsensical.
Felipe in the pits. Felipe has pitted.
It's in now. Yeah, we're definitely running some good times.
This is 3.6 seconds. You knocked the front wing.
He was so
The damage only looks
slow.
minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem
He was
worse.
so slow. He was so slow. Hamilton's gonna get us now. Damn it. All I needed to do was get through this race cleanly. That's all I needed to do. Yeah, Boston's run down for us for sure. Damn it. One of the things I seem to really suck at is judging other cars' pace in the race based on, you know, their tire situation or where they are in their runs. I even commented on the fact that he was on older mediums. I should have known he would be slow into one. I just didn't predict it would be that slow into one. see how it shakes out. I took a pretty good chunk of end plate off the thing. Yeah, Hamilton's already out in front of us. Oh no, because he hasn't paid yet. Alright, I see. We shall see. It's not awful. But it's not great either. Yeah, see how I lift a little bit right there? It's lost speed through places where I was good. I seem to do really well at planning my moves out and spacing my moves out early in the race. I guess I just need to work on trying to be a bit better at that later in the race as well. There's Hamilton in now. Let's see where this shakes out. Judging by where he is on track, it's going to be very close.
Hamilton has just entered the pits. He's in the pit lane right now.
I think he's on his way out.
In front is 11.3 seconds.
Alright, well the good news is we did undercut him some. Even despite the little scuffle. I think our tires were better enough that we were still running faster laps. So now it's going to be a matter of running 10 additional laps, trying to stay ahead of him. He has to still pass Ocon, who isn't going to pit again. So that's good for us. Raikkonen got around Bottas, who possibly just pit? Possibly. Oh yeah, he did. He went to supers. So that'll be interesting how close they are to each other if Bottas can get back around him. We really, ideally want him to. It's a lot more uncomfortable in the aero turns. Oh, they are pretty darn close to each other. Oh man, softs or super softs versus mediums. You would think Bottas has got to be able to pass him. Crazy how many different strategies there are in this race for a decently short race. But I guess this track is so hard on tires that it opens up a window for other strategies to flourish. Bit sad that we're not part of that battle, but I have a feeling by the end of the race we're going to have our own battle to be part of. It will be ill-handling car versus well-handling car.
The gap to the car ahead is 12.9 seconds.
Considering moving the brake bias back some to try and free the thing up into the turns on chassis. Oh wow, Hamilton also went to supers. So supers, soft supers. That's a strategy I did not really even consider. And that will probably not be good for us. So this strategy that I thought everyone would be on, I think I'm the only one on. The good news is Hamilton's going to use his supers pretty much up, and really losing front grip, by the time he gets to me. I don't think even that will be enough to overcome the front grip lost in my car. There's just too much time left. There's a spot where it really hurts. As is this. Here he comes. Here comes Botas as well, though. Going for that lead. He's got DRS here. Our car has pretty strong legs under it. Just gotta try not to give him an easy way around. But also not get tangled up in anything crazy. But if I can try and arrow wash him real bad, it might be enough to give me that advantage before his tires go away. It's half a wing and a prayer right now, though. Thought he might have me right there, but he didn't. Alright, game. Of all times, could you chill out with the hang-ups for the moment? Just for the moment, please. There's a big DRS is us. That's game over, man. Go car go. It does have the power. And now even less drag. It was fast down the straights before. It should be really fast down the straights now. Pretty tight there. Getting this inside. Active defense. As long as I don't put it in defense. I'm sorry. Contractually obligated? Is that the word I was looking for? I guess. To make one bad pun per race.
So the gap to our teammate is 14.2 seconds.
You didn't feel confident there. You still got 5 more chances to do it. That's too many. That is too many chances. That tells you. Ericsson, I could really use you to get out of the way. The last thing I need is a car taking away front arrow from me right now. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to try to use him as a pick. It gives me another lap or two of breathing room. Or maybe a couple turns of it. It's better than nothing, though. I don't think he's close enough this lap, so I'm going to go ahead and save the fuel. Still way too many laps left.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Pretty close on fuel.
Our gap to the car in front is 23.0 seconds.
They put on a clinic today, didn't they? No blue flags. Oh, that's behind us, okay. So I didn't see anybody that close in front of us. Might be it. No. Every time I've made an error so far, he's not pounced on it. But that luck will run out eventually. Good run in straightaway. Yes.
We have burned up our excess fuel. Be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Well, it's not exactly the same kind of fierce battle we've had in previous races this season. Usually I'm the one doing the late race push to try and pass someone. Today, it's a defensive game. Pretty much adapted to the way the car drives now. The problems will come in whenever we get pushed out of line. That's when the car will really struggle. It's not going to have any variability in its grip. I'm intentionally widening out that turn so that I get a better run.
Gap ahead is 26.
So far it's been working.
Seconds.
He hasn't been able to make that run down the front stretch because of it. I think it's pretty smart. That was a good line. Actually pulled him a bit right there. We might be getting to the point where his supers are starting to get a little worse for wear.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
That is why I wanted to keep laps off in qualifying. Also, that was a terrible time to be giving me that information. That was really close to losing that place. I'll have Hamilton about glowing red mad at this point. Two more laps.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Thanks, Jeff. Ever so helpful. It's nice that I get a little bit of a gap on him right there. I'm gonna have to push these turns as hard. Right. This is the turn that I'm in most danger at the moment. I did it this time. Gonna do it one more time. we're in a...
We expect to potentially see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Well, I guess the
This is
full
your
race would have been
final
rainy.
lap, Final lap of the race.
Overdrove turn 1 a touch, but not too bad. I do think his tires have now leveled out to ours. Doesn't have as much of an advantage there. His car is still faster. Oh, I got a bad run there. I left twice. Oh yeah, his car. I looked behind me and I saw his nose skating out on him. I don't think he's in optimal condition either. Maybe down to how aggressive he is. Push wide here. Not too bad, not too bad. Fuel. In that inside lane. We did it! Put myself in a bad situation, but worked out of it.
Can't complain about that one. That was an excellent drive.
Gotta get some blood back in my hands. That was white knuckle driving there for the last half of the race. At a track that's already pretty much that way. Okay, so Raikkonen does win.
Then for the Maranello team today.
Wow, that medium tire worked out for him. I'm surprised.
And as we can see, it's time for the podium. And as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red
Certainly an
suit
interesting
making its way
podium.
to the top. So then, it's time to see how
Hey,
this
Massa got
result
points.
affects the Drivers' Championship. Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship.
Continues
after
to be
that excellent
close.
Result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, it's got to be Felipe Massa, hasn't it? He fought so hard and had incredible pace at times. I don't think anyone did a better job today.
And now let's take a
16
look
to
at
9,
the
that's pretty
constructors'
good.
standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
It is time for a lie down. So, yeah, our battle is still going to be with Red Bull as far as manufacturer goes, or constructor goes. The points continue to be very close. We just keep flip-flopping between Raikkonen and Vettel there. The Mercedes are still very close, though, at 32 and 34 points behind. Definitely within striking distance. And Felipe Massa making it into the top 10 in points. Not bad, not bad. I guess we'll watch the replay. I don't remember the start very much at this juncture. Oh yeah, I guess there actually was some interesting points there. But thank you all for watching. Oh man, my best lap was real slow because of that last run. Good defensive race, not as action-packed, but I do hope you enjoyed. And I look forward to seeing you next time.